This is the FTL Lancer. I think this is the one that we saw fly yesterday. There's two of them. Okay, so there's the big one, the big orange one, and the small green one. They fly incredibly well. I mean,
Yeah.
what an amazing performance envelope these things have. I mean, it's just an incredibly accurate, precise, impressive model.
It's good size. Yeah, please do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's have a look inside.
This
Oh,
one,
yeah.
that one will be flying today if you want
Yeah.
to watch on that as well.
Yeah, we saw them.
We-
We saw them yesterday, I believe.
Oh,
or-
there we are.
yeah.
Yeah. We didn't realize. Are you guys Brits then? Or are you guys Brits?
Yeah. Bristol, and then and in Cumbrae in Wales.
Oh, okay. And is FTL a British company?
No, it's a Chinese company, but the company that owns it has multiple other brands as well, if you see what I mean. So,
Yeah.
we basically, the company has like a Western face and a Chinese face, but all the manufacturing is done in China.
Yeah.
But we're also going to start manufacturing other stuff in Japan as well. So we just opened a factory in Japan.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah, all the planes come out of China.
Yeah. I was super impressed with this yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I mean, super. But I mean, it just there's some big models here, right? But no model this size flies this well.
Well, I think that the thing about it is because it's quite light, it just feels really agile in the air. If you see what I mean, it doesn't feel heavy at all.
Yeah,
Flies
please.
really nice, and it's really stable at slow speeds as well. Like super stable. You can fly it really slowly, and you don't get any
Thank you.
issues with kind of some of the other stuff that you get, sort of stability or. So yeah, we really like them. We really like flying them.
Is it vector thrust?
Well, this one is vector thrust, yeah.
Yeah.
Vector thrust, we don't sell it as standard, but the vector thrust unit from us costs like $100 or something. It's not any extra really in reality.
Very nice.
So that one's got a 260 King Tech in it,
Yeah.
and we're basically really pleased with how it's flying at the moment, to be honest. So it's
And you can buy these.
so you can buy these direct from the website, which is ftlinnovation.com, where this whole company basically started from the Chinese guys building jets for themselves,
Right.
basically as a hobby. So they had a factory spare. They started to build a couple of jets a month for them and their friends. And then people started to say, oh, can you build me one? Can you build me one?
Yeah.
It got to the stage where it was about sort of 50, 60, 70 jets a month in China.
Yeah.
And then we started to get contact from abroad, Australia, USA. And so we've got to the stage now where we're making sort of 100, 150 jets a month.
A month.
A month, yeah. And now we're kind of launching in Europe because nobody knows us in Europe at all.
Right.
So we've done really well in China, pretty well in Australia, and now we start to ship containers to the USA as well. And we started to OEM for other brands after they've seen the quality that we can produce. So
I've got to ask, right? So Europe, so you ship to Europe, but
Yeah.
you know I'm in the UK, and unfortunately we're no longer part of Europe, sadly.
No.
So can I get this in the UK?
So we will have distribution in the UK. We're probably going to do it ourselves because, as you can hear, I'm a Brit.
Yeah.
So but we can also ship directly to the USA. It's not to the UK. Sorry, it's not a problem. So the UK, I actually bring containers into the UK for other businesses.
Right.
So I'm getting a container probably once every 2 months, or maybe even more than that. So we're going to put some planes on there, and we can distribute that, no problems. But also, you can order direct from us. We offer free shipping at this price.
Right.
So the standard shipping is sea freight. So it's not the fastest, but you can also upgrade it to air freight. We can quote for air freight. Air freight, the last time I had air freight from this brand to me in the UK, it was 2 days.
There you go.
So it's super quick.
Okay. Right.
But the standard shipping is about 6 weeks. We take about 2 weeks to do the model. So if you order, it's about 8 weeks.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, we don't mess around.
Yeah.
So the jets themselves at the factory will have spare bodies, primed, ready to go. We also do custom designs.
Yep.
So if you didn't like any of the schemes that we do, you can send us photos, images, and we will paint it up for you. It adds about a week to the design process. And if it's super complicated, it might add a little bit more.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Some people want some crazy things. So if you wanted something like that, it might add a little bit more than a week. The F-16, which has been a nightmare of masking, basically,
Yeah.
to get it to that
Great,
stage.
great end product though.
Yes, yeah. Well, the most important thing to us, well, we have two kind of key focuses on what we produce. We want jets that you can disassemble and assemble very easily, but we also want jets that you can fit in your car.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the model builders are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and in reality, those jets are only flown once a year, maybe, if that. We want people to actually fly our jets, be able to put them in their cars.
That's what was so impressive about this one yesterday.
Yeah.
And the day before, it was just like the presence, the gravitas it had when it flew.
Yeah, it's well, like I say, everyone who's flown it has said to us, "Wow, we love this thing. It flies so nicely, so easy to fly. There's nothing, there's nothing difficult about how it flies. It's just a lovely flying jet." We made a couple of iterations of this in China before deciding on the final kind of the final version. And so far, everyone who's flown it, the pilots that have flown it, the people that have tested it for us have said, "Wow, this flies really, really nice. We love it." So we're gonna carry on making more models. We've got a couple of models planned over the next sort of 6 months. I can't say too much about it because we're what we really want to do. We kind of want to break barriers. So the next stuff that we produce should hopefully be something that the industry hasn't really seen much of before. So a lot of the industries that we work in, we try and innovate as much as possible, and the quality of the product is kind of the end focus. Have you actually seen the wings?
I haven't. I was going to ask a little bit more about the model
no
actually, and
problem.
about
on this-
is it quick release? Is it
Yes,
not?
yeah.
Is
So
it...
basically, you press the button here, you hear the click, the surface comes out. There's a little button in here which you press up again, and then locks into place.
Perfect. Okay.
Wow.
It's almost a little bit like how a foam plane would work. It just locks into place basically. So
And do these the electronic connectors?
Yeah,
quick connects.
yeah. So on this one, we can supply them with quick connects, but at the moment they've just got standard servo connectors. And we actually got this plane in on Thursday afternoon, so we built it in pretty much a day and a bit. So it was a bit of a race to get this one ready to fly. But if I pop it open for you, so obviously you've got the quick release system on the canopy as well, and you've also got the rear of the plane has got 5 thumb screws in it. You unscrew those, and your funnel will just pop out.
Okay.
All the rudder, elevator, and wings have got quick release on, so you can basically disassemble and assemble this plane in literally 2 minutes.
JP retracts. Do they come with the plane?
JP retracts come as standard. We also provide the funnel and the fuel tank along with the landing gear. Yeah.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Yeah. So
That's brilliant. And so recommended engine size?
so we're using a KingTech 260.
260, okay.
Yeah, but we you can fly it with as little as sort of like a 150.
Yeah.
And then we can go right up to sort of like 260, 270.
So for somebody who might have bought a KingTech 320 for a different model and changes their mind, yeah, just asking for a friend.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible. Yeah, we haven't gone that high, but so a lot of the planes, we focus quite heavily on the structural integrity as well. So we've over tested a lot of the planes. For example, you can fit a 190 into the F-16.
Wow, okay.
And the structure will take it. The thing will fly. Like, basically, you wouldn't want to fly it with a 190, but it will fly with a 190. So, but yeah, we're happy with how it performs with the 260. Obviously, you've seen it fly.
Yeah.
It flies beautifully with the 260 in it.
Unlimited vertical.
Pretty much unlimited vertical. Flies like a rocket ship. You can throw it around in the air. It's really, really easy to fly and very stable at a slow speed. So yeah, we're really happy with this model. And the pilot who's flying it for us, Leo Zahavi, he's really happy with it as well. So
Yeah, I got to admit, I'm super impressed with this. I mean, this is kind of like a surprise package. I thought I knew most kind of jets that are out there. I didn't know this.
it's actually existed.
blown me away.
It's actually existed for the best part of 2 years, but we just haven't marketed it in Europe because the guys were kind of happy with how it was going, and it kind of came from like a passion and a hobby. So it was never really intended to be a business because our main kind of business is we produce drivetrains for electric vehicles.
Okay.
So motors, controllers, ESCs, battery management systems, batteries, that sort of thing. So this was kind of like a side passion project.
Yeah.
So everyone that works for the company pretty much has a hobby that we produce things for. So we love our toys.
Yeah.
So we've wound up having multiple different hobbies because someone is interested in that hobby that have turned into businesses now. So it's
All the best things are born from passion, right?
well, exactly, yeah. And for us, the most important thing really is that people love flying the planes. You can get the planes to pieces very quickly. You can fit them in a normal car. We're probably not gonna build anything that's absolutely massive that you need a lorry or a trailer or anything, any industrial vehicle to ship around. But for us, we just want people to fly the jets, and we want our jets to be like their regular flyers, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
We don't want our jets to be something that they bring out once a year or once every 2 years to fly at a show. We want people to use these jets.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much.
No problems.
I really appreciate it. And I may be in contact if I can take your details.
No worries, it's absolutely fine.